What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I just wanted to bring up a comparison that I don't see a lot of people discussing within the TCG space, and that's going to be the comparison between Silver Tempest and then the latest Mega Block set, which is Phantasmal Flames. You'll see exactly what I mean when I get into it, but this is going to be my first of many just like breakdowns of things I see within the market. So if you like that kind of content, be sure to drop a follow because I'll be trying to post stuff like this every day. So what I mean by the comparison is I see a lot of people being extremely critical of Phantasmal Flames. I think a lot of that just has to do with the price. I mean, it's dipped down so much. When the box was over $300, it seemed like people couldn't get enough of it. And now that it's dipped by over $100, it seems like people are just kind of passing up on it. They're just like, oh, I'll pick it up later, which is okay. I don't have any myself, and I do plan to pick some up in the future. I guess the point of this video is just to show you why you should eventually pick some up. So the main comparison I want to make is just that people call Phantasmal Flames an extremely top-heavy set. Obviously you have the main big chase, which is the Mega Charizard X SIR, and then after that you have the gold card, and then it just starts to deteriorate. You have the Dawn SIR, and then you have like a Mega Charizard full art, a couple random SIRs, or random illustration rares. It's not a bad set, it's just really small in my opinion, which is really funny now that we've heard that Ascended Heroes is going to be the largest set of all time, which comes right after Mega, or right after Phantasmal, excuse me. I don't know. I think they could have put the Mega Gengar in here. It's already on the box, but whatever. But again, to compare this to Silver Tempest, people had the same thing to say when Silver Tempest first came out. You have the top chase, which everyone loves. This has got to be top 3, top 4 alt arts from the Sword and Shield era. But then again, it starts to drop off pretty quickly. You have the Rayquaza, which is a really cool card. But it's not like the most expensive card in the world. And then again, you have a rainbow, you have some gold cards, you have an alt art, unknown, a couple Blaziken cards. Same as Phantasmal, it drops off extremely quickly. But in the long run, it really won't matter. If the top chase is good enough, it's going to carry the set. There's a reason that this booster box is more expensive than something like Astral Radiance, which is a lot deeper of a set. But when there's no good top chase, that's what people really care about, in my opinion. It's what gets people to rip packs. And as you can see, Silver Tempest, it's not at all-time highs, where it was a couple months ago where it was pushing $500. But, it's sitting comfortably almost at $450. Sword and Shield is starting to pick back up again. And, Rip and Shippers, I'm sure, are just tearing through Silver Tempest packs. And a couple years from now, I'm sure it'll be the same thing for Phantasmal. People are going to want to chase that top chase, the Mega Charizard X SIR, maybe the gold card if that's your thing. Again, no one's really ripping the packs to pull any of these $10, $20 cards. They're probably just going to go buy it on TCG Player or at like a local card show. But same thing with Silver Tempest. If people are going to chase this great Lugia, or even, arguably the Rayquaza, in my opinion, I think they're going to chase the Charizard. A lot of people say it's like the best Charizard of all time, or maybe it's the best of the modern era. I guess it depends on who you ask. But it seems to be kind of what everyone thinks is it's just an awesome card. And if it's an awesome card now, it's going to be awesome in 5-10 years. So that's why I don't think you should skip over this set completely. Again, if you want to wait, if you're scared of the new reprint facility that's coming out, and you want to, kind of give it time to settle, I completely agree with that, But again, I wouldn't let this set rotate out in 2028 or whenever it rotates out, and just not have any. So definitely keep this on your radar. And the final thing I wanted to compare was just the overall set value. So, again, Phantasmal has been coming down quite a bit. It gets ripped through quite a bit. So the total set value has come down quite a lot. But as you can see right now, it's sitting a little over $1,000 at $1,050. And to compare this to Silver Tempest, it's actually more than Silver Tempest. But Silver Tempest is 1,016. So, they're off by what? $35. I don't know. In my opinion, these are just two extremely similar sets. And, again, if this can get to $450 and it's pushing higher, I really don't see why this box, why Phantasmo couldn't get there as well. Now, granted, it's going to take some time. It'll likely dip before it goes back up. It's the newest set. They're gonna print it quite a bit. It's already dipped this hard just from the initial, the first two waves, which is, kind of the first release. Most booster boxes get a handful of reprints. I know Surging Sparks has already gotten like 3 full-scale reprints. And Phantasmo will probably get the same thing. So, a year from now, could this be a $160 booster box? Absolutely, it could. And, that's not my point. Again, this is like investing. You want to have that long-term outlook. But yeah, that's all I wanted to bring to your attention is just that I think these are two very similar sets. And, if you look at Silver Tempest's, success so far, I think you could apply that same success. And just, assume that the Phantasmal is going to do somewhat similarly, given the same time frame. So that's all I had for you guys today. Again, if you're new to the channel, I'd appreciate a subscribe. Drop a comment on what you think about this, what you think about Phantasmal, and if you think Phantasmal could do as well as Silver Tempest. So, all right, guys, see you guys in the next one.